Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Presley, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is her ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give her when we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand to give that little tiny correction that we talked about, and it's just a slight tug and release on her training collar. That is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Presley will go home with her very own training equipment, and you'll be taught how to use that properly during your lesson tomorrow. Now, if you notice, she is sitting very nicely next to Fred's left leg. She's getting little scratches for praise. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Presley heel. Now, this might look like pretty basic stuff, but this is something that my owners call about all the time. My dog drags me when we walk. And she has been taught to match pace with you, not forging ahead or lagging behind, and each time that you stop your feet, she has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. So when you're walking down the street, she should be paying more attention to you than everything else that's going on around her. And when you stop your feet to cross traffic or talk to someone, she should be sitting nicely. And you see how focused she is on Fred. And the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit-stay. Stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word firm command to stay. There is no question mark at the end of the stay. Your long sit-stay when you're practicing at home, you're going to start out at about 30 seconds, and you're going to slowly work up over the next couple months to 3 minutes. When Fred returns back to her, he returns back to heel, walking all the way around her as an additional distraction, and she isn't to move until she gets another command. Sorry about that. That's beyond our control when you live next to a firehouse. But she's still focused on Fred. So this means that even with distractions like that, out of the blue, startled me, she's still focused on Fred.
Stay.
Now she went to go with him and he told her no, stay. And this helps to develop self-control, focus, and maturity. She said, well, if we're going to stay here, I'll just lay down. And so when you're practicing with her at home, practice indoors as well as outdoors. This is quality time to spend with your dog. It's not just teaching her to understand and respond to commands. It's developing a bond with her where you're the pack leader. This time, instead of returning back to her, Fred will call her, and in this command we do use her name, and she's to come and sit right in front facing your knees, and she's not to use those front feet, so discourage her from jumping when she comes to you. Coming to you is always a good thing to do, but we don't want her to come and launch herself off of you. Nice sit, another stay. Fred turns to face her. And you can make this a game at home. When you're in the house, you can call her, praise her for coming, let her go, do it again. Fred's going to call her in. Very nice. Good girl. And then Fred just tells her heel, and they walk right out of that. So everything starts and stops at that heel position. Those automatic sits are awesome. And Fred's not telling her to do it. She's just doing it. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So with her seated at your left open palm straight down toward the ground on the one-word command to down and stay. Your long down stay when you're practicing at home, again, can be practiced indoors as well as outdoors. You're going to slowly work up to 5 minutes. And that is regulation, long down, stay. When Fred returns back to her, he quickly returns back to heel, just like he did on the sit stay, and she's to hold that down until he gives her another command. She's doing a beautiful little video for us today. Great automatic sit. Down, stay, very good. And when she throws those hips out to the side like that, you pretty much know that she's in it for the long haul, even though she's eating grass. Yeah, don't allow her to drop her head and focus on anything other than you. If she drops her head to sleep, that's fine. This time Fred will call her out of that. And then back to heel. And the very last exercise that we'll demonstrate for you is her down from a distance. This is a little bit harder exercise because she's not right next to you. So you're going to have her sit and stay, and you're going to turn to face her, and you don't have to go terribly far away in the very beginning. You're going to use your right hand to give the command and the command to down. So we have demonstrated for you some of the wonderful things that Presley has learned while she's been with us at school. I think she has enjoyed her time with us as we have with her. We want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company, and we will see you tomorrow.